Okay, last week was Belle Isle, which I seem to remember saying isn't a good racetrack at all. This week, though, we're at Road America, which is more in line with the tracks I think we should be racing in this series. Um, a good racetrack, maybe not spectacular for multiclass racing, but a good racetrack in my opinion. Let's look at the race, shall we? Road America, we start in second place after a decent qualifying. So this guy to our right here seems very fast. And yeah, we shall see what that means for us.
About to go green, stay focused. The pace car is in.
It's gone already. I think we did a bad start. Yeah.
Green flag, green flag. Keep now open.
Guy in third. He's trying to do something there.
The next car's the leader.
Didn't quite work out for him. But yeah. Seems like he went off track, probably on cold tires. This track can be really tricky on cold tires because you need to set up the car for keeping the tire temperature in the long run, so it will suffer the first laps. I had to alter my setup myself for that very reason actually, because it was too slow to get them up to temperature. So it's important now to do the weird thing where you cannot push, put on a bit bad tires, and at the same time you're being careful. That doesn't seem to compute, and yeah, it's a bit tough. Yeah, as you see, the fronts are not there yet. We shall see. That's also one of the tricks with qualifying on this track actually, just to get the tires in the window can be quite tough because not that hot. I think it's like 19 degrees Celsius. That's not that isn't much really on a racetrack, so yeah, it's scruffy now. To try to be better than this. Let him take it. Seems very keen. Seems to have the grip. Could have defended into that corner, of course, but would have lost a lot going out of that corner. So, yeah, I decided it was not worth it. Future will tell if I was right or if it was a stupid decision. Does he have some pace? Can he put some pressure on the leader? Can he drag me up there? We shall see. Yeah, it's not blistering pace actually. This is, after all, the front of the field. seems like both I and guys ahead are having a bit of trouble getting the tires in the window, but looks like maybe this lap will start to make some lap times. That was on the edge. Tires are not quite there yet. Lap time wise, I think we'll dip into the 49s this time around, maybe next lap. And then we're up to race pace, one could say. Almost to 49. Guy in first did a 49. Now I worry a bit that the guy in front of us isn't fast enough. When the tires start coming into the window. He's pushing, but it doesn't seem to end up in lap time, unfortunately. Maybe we need to plan for an overtake soon. If we can. Tires are still not wide, but we're getting there. They're both pushing now. Just try to stay here. See if we can pick up something from a mistake, or if we can get closer to second position and maybe do something. I feel like I have a bit more pace than the car in front now. To constrain myself a little bit to don't drive into him, but put us both in a bad situation. Yeah, I need to wait for that GT actually. Probably need to wait this corner too. Didn't work out perfectly for us, but that's the thing with traffic. Can't get them all. Sometimes you lose out, and that's okay. It's better to take it easy. He's really pushing now. That was, let's say, close to a suicidal line almost. Putting your right rear on the grass there. That's sketchy. That tells me something about his psychology. I think we can pressure him into a mistake. There in traffic. So now I'm kind of pushing, but I still want... I'm still not like... I'm taking care of the surface temperatures of the tire because I might need to do something. Use that extra grip. So I'm not pushing like a madman. The guy in front of us though seems to be pushing very hard, and yeah, we shall see how that works out for him. That's not your preferred spot. Yeah, we got a race on our hands here. We're in third and it's very close now. They seem to have calmed down a little bit, which I think is probably good. Definitely good for the GTs that we're overtaking, because the crazy moves that the hypercars do can be detrimental to their race. Yeah, I'm waiting for that one. Unfortunately, I have to do it. Taking after this corner.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Much better to take it easy. No, you can't do that. That was not an okay defense. What he did wrong there was to do a reactive move when he saw that I was sticking my nose in. I had to brake for it, and that's not how you do it. That's not okay. That is really frowned upon in racing circles. Now we wait for these guys because they are battling now. Got through. Close one, I think, but I think we did the right thing. I don't think we compromised the GTs. We couldn't have done much more because they were locked in a battle, and Okay, so that was the whole GTD field, right? No, it wasn't. That was 9th place. So we have a new leader. That red car that we battled seems to have taken the lead in traffic. I don't think he has the pace like the black car, so we'll see how this works out for him. We'll just try to close up now. We lost a bit in traffic. But our car is in one piece and we didn't destroy anyone's race, so I'm quite happy with that actually. It's a long race. I'm just waiting for the red car actually to get over eager and do something stupid. But he leads the race now, so good on him.
Clear on the right.
Seems to have some pace. Definitely smart in traffic. Nice. That was a close call. Lost the rear in an inopportune moment. Oof. But we shoveled that up and we keep on pushing. So tricky there if you have to go a little bit slower. Car doesn't grip up in the same way because you don't have as much downforce. Of course, you set the car up to have certain speed in that high-speed corner. You set up the balance for the speed you usually drive, and yeah, if you're not close to that speed, weird things can happen. Since aerodynamic grip is an exponential curve, it does matter a lot how fast you're going. It changes massively, very quickly, with just a little bit more speed.
Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
Now I'll let the rear tires rest just a little bit before we push on again. We have a little bit of work to do if we are to close up. It's hard to know these cars' pace since we haven't had free air now for a lot of laps.
Fueling up now should get us to the finish.
Last time we had free air, the tires were cold. So now comes the real test. How much pace do we have? How much pace these other two have? And how much are we willing to push it? I feel like the car is under me. Feels quite good, so I think I have some pace. Yeah, at the same time I did that.
laps of fuel left.
Went too deep in the braking zone. Not a good exit. Need to done a couple of mistakes now, so need to rein it in just a little bit, I think. That will be faster. The car is gripping up nicely now, so this is the problem, that we're not close enough. We really get a bad deal on traffic.
49.51. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, we didn't lose too much. Doesn't stick. Yeah. Not a good exit. Need to improve that. Hopefully these guys get held up now. So we can get back into contention. Can't be doing that then. Diving for the pits now, probably for strategic reasons. We saw that there was a lot of GTs up ahead.
You're back in second. The leader consider 51.211. Left side. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Wasn't too bad though, but maybe we should hit next lap. Not sure. A little bit too aggressive now. Trying to close up. To be a bit smoother. I need to start nailing this corner. That was better. Okay, should we pit or should we not pit? Doing that overtake, it's not so smart.
Clear.
Oh, cost us time though. I need to focus now. About 2 laps left of fuel, so...
You have about 2 laps of fuel left. Car right. Clear on the right.
One more lap. Oh my god, what are you doing? It's going in. We stay out. Just trying to do something different. See if it might work out for us.
Car behind. Okay, you are the leader. Go left.
Okay, so important laps now. Could use a bit of luck in traffic also. But we can't do too much about that. It's just trying to put in the lap times and see what happens basically.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Or the lap time actually, because we need to pit this lap for fuel. Do not run out.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
It worked out just fine. I think. We lost a little bit, but yeah, we will lose something. The GT field isn't that close together in this race, it seems, so
Set to refuel.
not that much use trying to do something strategically with pit stops, I think, because there are GT cars everywhere anyway, so... Okay, let's see now. I overfuel a little bit.
Pit boxing 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Okay, this will be exciting. Where are we when we get out? I don't know.
Move it, move it. Car behind.
That's the leader. Right? Yeah. Okay, so that strategy worked out for us.
Slow car ahead.
Got a position from it.
On the right.
And we are quite close.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Now I'm thinking that I should have fueled a bit lighter. That I basically had some safety margin in there, and If I haven't had that, maybe we would be in the lead now, so...
Car stop on the left. Go left.
Please let me by here now.
Car on your left.
Thank you.
Clear on the left.
Yes, I need this. So now the question becomes, have he come up to speed after his pit stop? And in which shape are his tires after the first stints? Just by quickly looking at the language of the car, I think we have more pace, but he's trying to box us in.
To the left. Keep to the left. Next car, clear. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
He's certainly fighting very hard for it. Yeah. And he knows where to put his wheels, so yeah, it was a nice fight, I think. And he actually in the end didn't box me in really.
Car right.
So I think it was okay.
Clear on the right. Car right. Clear on the
Sorry
right.
for the GT here, but I need to...
Keep to the left. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that lost us quite a bit of time. But better safe than sorry. Yeah, we're not having any luck with the traffic now, so maybe he can break away a bit. Let's hope that he is overdriving that a little bit. Maybe that he also can get some trouble with the traffic. Thus far we've gotten most of that.
Car on your left. Clear.
That we shall see. That was not good. I see puffs of smoke from his car everywhere, so now that he's pushing like mad. Does he have the tires? We shall see. And now I'm really starting to use the tire too. Gotta do it at some point, right? I think this is that point. So we need to show some pace.
Delete consider 50.795.
that section we have a bit of an advantage, but yeah, we're not lucky with traffic. I have to wait for these guys.
We're in a great spot with hardware. Right side. Clear. Car right. Clear on the right. Left side. Clear.
Sketchy, but it worked. And I intervened in that battle for the second car in it, so I thought that I can intervene a little bit, compromise the line for the first car also. Make it even. If you can help it, you shouldn't do it at all, of course, but I felt like I was pretty safe. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, no. This is not a good setup for us. Really bad setup, even. I need to take one car. Can I take two?
Clear. Now on your left. Clear on the left.
If we want this win, we need to push. It's as easy as that. Can't do unreasonable stuff though. Still try to keep it within the margins.
Now on your left. Clear.
Whew.
Infinite ahead.
Yeah, we started that lap with a really bad traffic situation. But I think we managed it quite well. Now the car in front, I think, are starting to do stupid moves. So we'll see how that works out for him. Yeah, the rear is getting a bit snappy now. It's to be expected.
Have about 5 laps of fuel left.
We have pushed a bit for a while now, so probably used a bit of tire. So has our leader. Come on.
Now on your left. Clear on the left.
Didn't work so well, but good exit. We used a bit of front tire there, so we'll have to be mindful for the big braking zone coming up. Yeah, I can't take that car anyway, so.
Car right. Still there. Clear.
Oh, that was a bit my fault, I feel like.
Say sorry. It's the only thing I can do. We are still in contention. Yeah. It's getting a bit sketchy now. You can't do any harsher moves on the GTs than we've done already. Maybe we even need to dive it down a little bit.
Clear on the left. Left side. Clear.
.4 seconds and 3 minutes to go. .4 to the car in front, that is. We can't do much more than what we've done. Afraid.
Car right. Clear on the right.
I must say I don't understand this spotter really. It said car on the right. There was no car on the right. Yeah. I need to work on how I perceive these messages, as that costs us a bit of time. Driving so well.
Just got the white flag. That means one more lap.
Last lap. We've taken almost a second on the leader, but as things stand, it's not enough. We need some serious luck in traffic to even do something. We certainly haven't had that so far.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Okay. So that's that challenge, basically. car is not working at all well now, unfortunately. We have a lot of seconds back, so just take it easy now. No use in risking anything.
Car point closing on objective 4.3 seconds.
Yeah, final corner. Okay, so second place. And yeah, maybe we could have done something there in the pit stops if I had had
Great job. You did
a
really
little
well.
bit less fuel. Maybe we would come out in front. Could have done something, but yeah, all in all, I think decent race at least. Yeah, decent race. Good racing also between the three of us in front there, so that was fun. Thank you and bye-bye. Okay, so we had some good racing there, and we had some good and hard racing. And we had a couple of moments with these kinds of last-minute reactive moves that I don't approve of at all. Last minute is in fact not true. It's not only last second, it's like last millisecond reactive moves. But all in all, decent race, I think. My pace wasn't brilliant, but we managed to pull out a good result. And we have crossed a bit of a milestone, because we have 2,000 iRating now, or above actually. Yay! So we're clearly making progress. And since we moved from below 1,500 to above 2,000 iRating, I think we have some experience in what the difference is. And you might think that that difference is pace in huge part, but I don't think it is, at least not for the bulk of the field. I mean, the fastest drivers are clearly faster in 2,000, around 2,000 race than it is in an around 1,500 race. But the bulk of the field, the pace is not much different, really. There is, however, a difference in driving standards, which is a little interesting, I think. You know, late braking on cold tires, taking out a couple of cars because you really didn't think about what you were doing. Last minute reactive moves, we talked a little bit about those. And some very aggressive driving, actually. And I'm not only talking about Hypercar here, it's the same for the GTs, as I've seen, at least. So there are two main themes here. First, there is the ethics of racing. When you do that last minute reactive move, you actually undermine the trust that is needed for good racing. And it's not allowed in any road racing series I know of. But it is one of those things that is really hard to police, both in the sim and IRL. The ethics of racing require respect between the drivers. And there seems to be less of that in around 2,000 races than there is in the around 1,500 races. Second, there is the tendency to gamble. Drivers do a lot of sketchy 50-50 moves. That only really seems maybe suitable for the last lap of the last race in a championship fight. That kind of thing. But people do it all the time. That seems to have gotten worse also. So, yeah, to my surprise, both the ethics of racing and the willingness to gamble seems to have gotten worse as we have progressed from under 1,500 to above 2,000. I really hope that this trend doesn't continue, which is to say, I hope that iRacing as a metric doesn't reward these kinds of behaviors. I guess we'll find out as our journey continues, right? Okay, so this was also the last race in this season. For those of you who don't know, the iRacing year is separated into 4 seasons. This means that the points are tallied up, in our case, for the IMSA Open Championship. And we actually managed to win our division. Yay! I mean, this wasn't the hardest division to win, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But still, as seasons go, this must be considered a good start to our journey, actually. Okay, so I'll take a week's break now, figure out some other content that I might want to do, and after that we continue our pursuit towards 3000 iRating. Thank you for now, and bye-bye.